During the pandemic, people have been working from home. And since they've been working from home, they believe that they can take on 2 or 3 jobs.
There was no honesty. Even the delivery was not happening really.
So we have to question ourselves, are we hiring or are we buying?
As the IT industry, it is essential to ask ourselves how long we are going to sustain its position as the preferred offshore destination.
From a government point of view also, I share the same concern and anguish.
The discussion which we are going to have from the employer perspective and also the employee's point of view and the overall impact on our nation. And my first question to you, Dr. Lakshman, is what is the life cycle of any HR or recruitment when there is a person who is leaving your organization to another company or hopping in from other company to yours?
So the first impact, what I really feel is the loss, indirect loss which we have with the customer, because we are losing a person who already got enabled the system. So that is something which we cannot replace immediately. But the resourceability, the kind of engagement which we build, I think that takes a big journey.
May I have your views on this, Garima?
The kind of engagement the HR department, the leaders, the department heads does with the person, this all is actually the opportunity cost. What we call the opportunity cost is opportunity loss.
May we have your views as well, Anusha?
I feel it's working either ways, both ways. Employees are leaving. At the same time, the organizations are putting their best efforts to retain employees. I think the organizations also are pulling up their socks to retain employees than bringing somebody new on board. Getting that 40% and retain the employees better than getting a person with the 40% hike from other organization.
So expanding on that, Dr. Lakshman, what if somebody upfront says, I have other offers? How would you want to respond?
I think most of the recruiters these days are under the pressure to close the positions rather than understanding the sensitivity of the business, because we are just moving the problem from today to tomorrow. I saw a 3 years, 4 years guy going from 5 lakhs to 30 to 35 lakhs, and there was no assurance that he will join us. And after all the effort, he didn't join. So what is happening is, in that 32 lakhs, I would have hired 5 people if I look at only the resource cost. So what is happening is it will hit your bottom line, and most importantly is when you're getting that kind of person in the system, it will impact your existing workforce.
Continuing on the same line, what if an employee doesn't turn up, doesn't join, or is absconding? How would you respond to that?
These employees, when they don't show up, it really actually hurts. Actually, first the deliverables are not on time, then it hurts the enthusiasm and of the HR department, and of course the team, because team is also waiting for an assert to come and join.
Maybe Garima, you were wanting to continue the same. Any example you would like to quote of employee demanding more within a few weeks of joining in? Continuation.
In fact, on the day of joining also, they start demanding the joining bonus, and they say that we have an offer, but since I have given a word to you, so you give me joining bonus, I'll join you. So that kind of situations also I've faced. There is a competition in the talent acquisition team, okay, but then somewhere down the line, we think, okay, that person is rejecting, or let's say he is doing window shopping, he may do with my offer also. Right? So that kind of maturity has started developing in the talent acquisition team, in the HR, okay, that how to play smart. If somebody is playing smart, you have to actually change your strategies. You can't succumb to pressures and get disappointments.
Maybe Anusha, you would like to add on to it? Your experiences with some examples?
Somebody who's open about their offers is not always negative, I think. I think it's quite tells the honesty about the person. They tell what their perspective is, what they're looking for, sort of things. So sometimes it's okay to know what their offers are, where are they from, and people these days are very open about what organizations they have offers from, so that also gives us an aspect, should we really pursue this guy or no?
See, every company invests in the incentives to retain. Despite that, do you see the loyalty from their part towards the company?
When you're offering a job, this joining bonus, relocation, this is all a bouquet of benefits which will be a temporary breather for an individual. So if you want to really engage a candidate, you need to understand what is their motive. Until you understand the individual motive, you will not be able to attract.
Yes, there needs to be a check system, a kind of a regulatory system for visibility, as you were mentioning. So how do you think we can make this cycle, the employer-employee transaction cycle, easy?
So visibility can be when like we all are connected. Maybe it will take time, but at least I will have a person who will join me at least, rather than having 2-3 offers and nobody is joining or no show.
So, Dr. Lakshman, would you like to throw some light on the ease of the transaction cycle? The same thing, employer-employee transaction cycle.
Candidates don't decline offer just because of money. That is a perception.
Yes.
Money is always a driving factor, but that is not all everything. As
Absolutely.
Anisha mentioned,
Yes.
somebody from 50 lakhs to 40 lakhs is coming. He knows where he stands or she stands. So that way, the position of the opportunity is very important. As an employer, also, you need to put a top-down approach, translate your vision and the objective. Unless you know what is the plan you have as an organization, and you cascade in the talent war saying that it is not possible, I'm not getting, you'll always lose.
Absolutely. So let's all work towards a win-win-win situation for all of them, and on top of it, impacting India globally such that we don't lose out the opportunities to the offshore competing countries.
Yes.
Thank you so much for participating in this discussion.